Hi everyone! Today we'll be making Tamagoyaki, Japanese rolled omelette. We're gonna start out with the seasoning for our omelette. Add 1 teaspoon of dashi powder, and if you're not comfortable using dashi powder, just add 4 tablespoons of dashi stock. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce, and you can use regular soy sauce here, but just know that it will make your eggs look darker in color. 1 tablespoon of sugar, and mix it all together. Now crack in 4 eggs and beat them up. So I think the hardest thing about making tamagoyaki is figuring out the right heat setting to cook the eggs at. I set my heat a little bit lower than medium. Then I'm gonna add some oil and wipe off the excess with a paper towel. Now dip your chopsticks into the egg mixture and swipe a little onto the pan. If it sizzles, it's ready. If it turns brown, then your pan is too hot and you'll need to cool it down before trying again. So pour a little bit of the egg mixture into the pan, just enough to cover the surface. Once it's cooked, loosen the edges with your spatula, which by the way, I found this handy dandy spatula on Amazon just for making tamagoyakis. I'll link it in the description below so you can get a tamagoyaki spatula and we can make perfectly rolled tamagoyakis together. Now the eggs are pretty much ready and I'm going to fold the eggs over and then continue to fold until I reach the end. Guys, the folding is so much easier with this spatula. Just trust me, just get the spatula. Now push the rolled omelette back to the top and we're going to re-grease the pan with the oiled paper towel. Pour in a little bit of the egg mixture and lift the rolled omelette up a little so that the mixture can get under it. This helps the new layer fuse with the rolled omelette. When the eggs have cooked and settled, start folding it in again. Then push it back to the top, re-grease and repeat all the steps again until you've finished your mixture. Once you're done, this part is totally optional, but you can use your spatula to mold and shape your tamagoyaki by pushing it against the sides of the pan. Again, it's optional, and unless you're really trying to impress your guests, you can totally skip this part. I'm going to move this off to a plate, and it's best to let it cool down before cutting into it. Tamagoyakis can be eaten warm or at room temperature. I've eaten it straight out of the fridge and it still tastes delicious like that too. To mix things up a little, I'm going to make a stuffed tamagoyaki. You can really stuff it with anything you like, but today I'm going to use some imitation crab, which I'll cook for 30 seconds in the microwave before adding it to my omelette. So here I have my first layer of eggs pretty much ready, and I'm going to place a piece of roasted nori on top and then add the imitation crab to it. Leave a little space on top so you can fold the eggs over. Continue to roll till you reach the end and then add more layers of eggs to make your tamagoyaki. Just for fun, I decided to make one with sliced cheese, and it wasn't that successful because once the cheese melted, it was oozing out on all the sides and the whole tamagoyaki was just super wobbly. I could see the cheese oozing out from both ends, so I poured a tiny bit of egg mixture on the sides to seal it off. It sort of worked and I managed to roll it up somehow. Our tamagoyaki is now well rested and cooled down. It's time to cut them up. Ooh, just look at all those layers. It's so satisfying to see all those layers that we had rolled into our tamagoyaki. Now let's check out the one with the crab meat. It's a little out of focus, but I'd say it looks pretty good to me. Now just look at the cheese one. Wow, it's all melted on the inside. I think mozzarella or Gruyere cheese would also work really well for this. In Japan, they would serve grated daikon on the side or on top of your tamagoyaki. I'm just going to grab some and add a drop of soy sauce to it. Alright, here goes nothing. It's so good. When I make tamagoyaki, I'm always eating it with some rice and maybe some spam on the side or some kind of vegetable on the side. I'll put some furikake over my rice and I'll eat it with tamagoyaki, and that's really the most common way that I eat my tamagoyaki. Thanks again for watching my video. If you learned something, don't forget to like and subscribe below. I'll see you guys in the next video.